Greetings, my people. It is Sunday, November 20th, and I just got home a little bit from work. I'm just kind of goofing off. Thought about doing a live stream, y'all. So, trying to figure all that out still, but I think today I've got it set up where I can actually read y'all's chat a little better, I hope. So, instead of having to alt tab and everything, I'm gonna play in a window and hopefully see how that goes. It won't be too bad. I'll just have to get adjusted to a tiny little screen. That's fine. Anyway, tonight, hope you all are having a good one. Life is going well for you. I appreciate anyone coming in and hanging out. That's kind of cool. But we are going to go do some mining, y'all. Some whining and mining, I guess. Y'all know how that goes. Catch a buzz, lose some peds. That's what we do after work. I think I did a mining run this morning. Let's check the results on that. Did I already screw and put that over? No. Okay. I don't believe I actually checked what I ended up with. I had to log off for work. Went out with 120 pads, and I think it was actually an alright run overall. Let's see. I know we got some magnesium there. Ooh, 129, and I did get me magnesium. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. We'll toss that in ye old storage, which I did manage to thin out on a little bit last night, thanks to my society leader, Mr. Laura Spade. We took a large chunk out of the storage now, so that's gonna save me some room to hoard more shit in the future. Alright. Get that down there so I can get my treasures. I'll have to sort it later. You don't need to be over there. And you are TT food. Alright. Forgot off oils. No one likes you oils. Gosh. Alright. Seriously though, get that drag over so we can start our show and do some mining. Do 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 do. Now, I thought we would do another 120 peds unamped. I almost have the peds on the card to risk an amp, don't get me wrong, but I think it's better to play it safe and kind of try to keep a ped roll and survive. I really don't like to amp unless I have at least 1,000 peds, you know? Because you don't really want to try to put yourself like 1 foot closer to sweat camp unless you can help it. So that's kind of like my budget. 1,000 peds over, I'll amp and goof around, I'll go to FOMA, shit like that, you know? Less than 1,000 peds, I kind of take it back a little bit. 1,000 to 500 or whatnot. I go out and do normal mining. I'll triple click, goof off, do whatever. When I get below like 200 peds, then I start cutting it back, quite a bit. Maybe start looking at doing some rookie mining, less runs that aren't as expensive, unamped. Start killing small creatures, that kind of thing. But right now we're at the medium kind of budget on our ped card, so we can roll around and mine or do whatever we want. Now, where do we want to chase us some markup today, y'all? I normally kind of get my usual spots. Do you want to do something different? I don't even really know, like, what goes on in this server here. I don't believe I've mined it much. Maybe we'll go check out this one. What do y'all say? I could probably use the wiki and see what drops over there real fast, I suppose. Try to pop over real quick and see if there's anything on Entropia wiki, or I mean on the mining log, to see if that little server's actually worth doing. Hold on. That server would give us... Oh shit, man, my screen's all small in this freaking window. Ospera, Iron, Cas, Nixarium, Figurelite, Iolite, Tridonite, Solus, Milky, Energized, Acid, Aries, Lodium, Songtool, Vitacore, Arcan, Flyamber, Fossil Ammonite, Flanax, Brasso, Alcoy, Fossil Tooth. Ooh, there's not even bismuth there? Shit. I I don't know where the markup is on that land, to be honest. Maybe if you hit some frigulite? I don't even know what the hell tridonite is. Alright, but we're not going to go to that one. What about the one above it? Kaz, Narconism, Megan, Derulium, Ospera, Redulite, Cordial. Ooh, Redulite wouldn't be too bad, but that's not going to be able to be a hit on there. Derulium, yeah. Crude, Zolfic, Voron Pellets, Zelo Haze, Forest Nexus, Binary Fluid, Gorbeck Excrusion, Sakura, Arcan, Kimset, Bronze, Fly, Flint, Critical, Regular Load, Brass, Mosquito, Flint, Axe, and Fossil. So some of these don't have Bismuth. I thought Bismuth was kind of universal. That's interesting. I do have Bismuth over here in mine, right? It says I do. Or is it not even listed? Bismuth isn't even listed, because I know for damn sure it's over here at Khorum Coast. Hmm. What about over here? Do we have markup over here? I'm not gonna hit any melatonin stone. You know what? Wow. I am already kind of chasing some of the better spots, to be honest. That's kind of interesting. I guess I could share the screen with y'all, or you could just look at the mining log, Arcadia, ores and in matters. But some of the ones I already kind of go for are already better than the others. It's interesting. I think I'm already tracking down some good markup. Alright. Well, I suppose we haven't done the desert in a bit. And we do have Ardorium out there. And maybe some Magonite, I think, has good. I don't know. Okay. Perhaps we'll go to the desert. What do y'all say to that? Some desert mining, huh? Get back. Oh, okay. No one joined in on the old chat yet. Perfect. I couldn't see it for a bit anyway. Didn't want to be missing out. But I think chasing markup isn't going to happen in a good amount of these servers. But technically, I think Bismuth just wasn't listed, right? So we could go up here where we originally wanted and goof around maybe and hope for Bismuth and just triple click the others and all right. I'm sorry to be indecisive, but that's what we're gonna do because I'm not familiar with the server anyway, and I just don't want to go to my usual haunts. Let's do something different. Let's do something different, y'all. Let's do it. Make sure that's not too loud real fast for you, man. I think it might be all right. Zoom in and away we go. Tell you what, I think it's pretty interesting that my internet can do this now. I think it's fun. Having really slow, crappy internet for years was terrible. Like, seriously, y'all. My internet was so bad, like, the Xbox needed to download a game that was like 40 gigabyte. I would have to set it and go to work for like a couple days. And be like, man, on my day off, I'm gonna play that. Because it took that long to download. It took days. So I couldn't really live stream or anything. Oh, what do we have here? I don't even know what this is. Is that where new players start? Maybe? Hell, I don't remember. Whatever. But yep, definitely took days to download and it was crappy. Crappy, crappy, crappy. And then when I was trying to upload my videos on YouTube, it would take quite a while. Like an hour-long mining run kind of thing to upload would take about 4 to 6 hours, roughly, depending on like the speed of the internet throughout the day, you know? Ooh, no resources on that one though. That sucks. Where do we want to go? I don't know if we really want to go to that land area right here because it's an Arcadia event thing and they're normally like a clusterfuck of creatures. So perhaps we'll skirt around that. Modest Vitacore fiber. You know, I suppose at least Vitacore I can sell to Aklia. She buys it now and then. So there's a little bit of treasure markup on that, I guess, you know? Okay. Well, I can get something off Vitacore. It's not fantastic, 102%, but since Most treasures other than the bismuth are kind of TT food. It'll help. But we got a modest. That's probably about 6 peds worth. Eh, it was just under, actually. That's fine. 5.95. Or no, 4.95. Whatever. Is that what it was? Bada bing, bada boom. Yep. So it was a small modest. It could have been a little better. Ooh, triple claims and a treasure map, huh? Okay. An iolite stone. Small. Very poor milky. And a modest fly amber. Alrighty. Let's dig them up. Dig them up, dig them up. Ooh, it's on a cliff. Son of a biscuit. That one we're not gonna get. Hey, look, y'all. Bombardo. Okay? Great thing about Bombardo and fruit spawns or whatever on Arcadia and stone and dung and all that is they're bigger than normal. I'll show y'all in a second. We'll drag this Milky out so I can close my little mining thing. And I'll show y'all what I mean. Because on Calypso, when you find fruit or dung, you're like, oh great, I got like 20 pieces or something. That's not Arcadia, y'all. Arcadia has big finds. This could be 100, it could be a couple hundred. Let's check. Or it could only be 52. It could make me look like a liar. That could be also a thing. But, believe it or not, fruit, dung, and stone spawns are bigger here. Man, I picked up like 300 and something Brucite the other day in one little spawn. Yeah. You normally got to go indoor mining to like Foma or Munraya or Arcadia Underground, somewhere like that, to generate spawns of fruit and dung that big. But nope, Arcadia Surface also has it set to that. So heads up, y'all, in case you didn't know. Fruit and dung walking is really productive here. Except I guess you really don't walk for dung, right? I mean, I pick the shit up, I don't care. But I don't think most people probably do. Or use it for anything. Is there a way to pin something to the chat here? Alright, well. Ba-ba. Can I pin that? Heck yeah. Look at me. I'm getting better at things, y'all. I'm learning stuff. Uncle Joker's evolving. That is one cool thing that buying Khorum Coast did, is it made me kind of get a YouTube channel and start learning how to not be so, I guess, I don't think I'm really shy, but I'm definitely not the kind of person that would normally put his ugly ass face on the internet, you know? But having a YouTube channel and all that, making videos to kind of promote the land, it's helped me with that. But it also like kind of made me learn skills. Like, man, I know how to edit videos and now, which I didn't do before, you know? And that's all thanks to owning Coram Coast. Nixarium stone, small, and a very poor energized crystal. So we're looking at maybe about 5 peds between the both of them. If I'm lucky, 3.25. Now this just has to be 1.7 there. And I would have guessed all right. Where'd you go, mate? Where you at? There you are. Take one pull off energized crystal too. Bam. Ooh. Oh, I even underguessed on that. Check it out. Oh, I guess y'all can't check it out. I forget that. Yeah. I have the video thing down there over the chat. I'm sorry. It just seemed like a convenient place to have it, you know? And then if I get tells or whatever, y'all aren't part of like whatever the hell goes on. So things aren't too bad on this run so far. Not really hitting anything with decent markup yet that I can tell, but you know, we're hitting claims. Ooh, some ironstone, a pour. All right, perhaps we shall jump this gap, you think? Or could we get one more drop out? Oh, we got enough land area over here for one more drop, and then we'll jump the gap. Oh yeah, we totally do. Look at this. We'll drop another probe. But yeah, for sure. I really like kind of doing this, you know? And I do get people that kind of, tell me or comment and whatnot, like, well, why are you doing like Entropia content? And you're not going to really get anywhere. There's no audience for it. I sometimes don't care. I just kind of like it. I just like to play games and stream and be part of my little journey with y'all. What do we got? A modest fly amba and a very poor acid root. Hell yeah. But I don't know. It's fun. I kind of, now that I could stream internet and stuff, I was looking forward to this all day. I'm like, oh man, it's going to be totally different. Because, like, I liked making videos on my channel, don't get me wrong. But to sit down and then having to, like, go through OBS and, like, push it through and then to, like, upload it and all that, it was a pain in the butt. And it was kind of hard to do that on weekdays. So I couldn't really do that here. But now I just kind of do this. What do we got? Come on, let me put my vehicle down, please, so we can jump the gap. Dude, it was a suitable location to spawn a vehicle. I saw you give me the green arrow. There you go. Come on. Uh, there we go. Hop in. Jump the gap, mine some shit. That's the plan. Yeah, we'll see. I don't really think markup's gonna happen on this little server, but it could be fun to check out. And it stops us from mining our usual haunts, y'all. Stretch the old legs somewhere else, I guess. It says over there on the chat, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Fuck off, I don't have any privacy. I don't care. What are y'all gonna do? Take my student loan debt and steal my identity? Have it. It always makes me wonder about stuff like that where things are like, oh, worry about who you are. Like, dude, I don't care. That's one thing like I've done from the start on Entropia when I did this is I don't care y'all know who I am or what I do. I live in Texas. I work at Walmart. Hi, I play Entropia. My name's Justin, you know? Why why think you can hide on the internet anyway? So from the start, I'm like, yeah, piss on it. I just like being myself. The video thing is taking some time to get used to, that's for sure. I mean, like right now, I bet my Khorum Coast shirt doesn't look very good. Try to fix that. And Nadia's passed out back there on the couch, or I mean on the bed. So no interaction from her tonight, I guess. Well, we're 8 drops in, and we've had a worse mining run so far. Sorry. Apologize about that. I'm trying to have a quick belch there without you being part of it. I don't know what this little graph that's going on here behind me that OBS is doing. Or is it YouTube? Is it trying to tell me how people are watching it? Oh, hey, one person. Total number of times the stream was viewed while it was live. One time. Thank you, whoever you were. And you watched for 1 minute and 3 seconds. You are a trooper. It probably wasn't that entertaining. I'm sorry. But I think I'm going to do different stuff, though. Now that I got like this whole like live stream thing and all that, whatever, figured out. I did, like I said yesterday, consider branching out and streaming other crap for y'all. Heck yeah. I got me a capture card, and I'm gonna figure out how to set it up tomorrow on my day off. And we're gonna like start live streaming random crap off like the Xbox or the Nintendo Switch, and y'all could hang out and be part of that. I mean, why not, right? Because sometimes even I need a break from Entropia. I totally get it. I totally get it. Especially like when I bought my land, it kind of turned my favorite game I love into kind of like a job, you know? Like, sometimes I'm just like, I just wanna, Oh, sorry, checking messages on the old phone there. Oh, hey, Stevie Neo. Welcome. Appreciate you stopping in, man. I actually need to meet up with you if somehow you're online today or tonight or whatever. I still owe you for that vase, mate. It's going good. Uh, Out here just kind of mining around right now, trying to find some markup, but I'm on a new mining server that I really don't mess with much. I'm over on this chunk of Arcadia, and I went on a mining log, and it doesn't really look like I'm gonna find anything fantastic, but it's a change of pace. So, what about yourself? How are you, sir? And I guess also y'all are probably can't see the chat yourself. I believe it was suggested to me to read it out, so I'll start that afterwards. But Stevie Neo said, "Hey, hey, thanks. How's it going?" And then he's all good. So that's fantastic. I'm glad you're all good, man. I I looked into your channel the other day too, after you made the Khorum Coast video. Like I've seen some of your stuff before, but it was just kind of like Entropia related. Oh shit, there's a freaking fly in my house. Son of a biscuit. But then I was looking at some of your Angry Bird stuff, and that's kind of cool. You get a lot of views on that too, man. I was impressed. Like kudos to you for that. It just kind of goes to show what I was saying earlier. Like no one really watches Entropia stuff. You know, we got to grow our audience. He said, "Thanks, yeah, I do a mix of stuff." Does that help your channel overall? Because I'm thinking about trying to do a mix of stuff too. Does it get more people involved and everything? He said, yeah, not so many views for EU. Nah, for sure, dude, there's not. I've had like 130 subscribers on my channel for the last several months, but I think I've either hit a dead wall or my content's just not that great. Like, who wants to watch me drink wine and mine every night? I totally get it. He said, yeah, it's worth trying, yes. Yeah, for sure, dude. Um, One kind of weird hook that I had that I wanted to try is I'm not that good at playing like extremely like scary games, you know? Like there was Amnesia Dark Descent that come out when I was in college like years ago, and it was scary because you couldn't fight the monsters and you're trying to hold up a lantern and you just kind of had to crouch and I couldn't beat that game, right? I didn't. I gave up on it. And then the other day when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get me a capture card, I noticed they sequeled it, and it gave me the idea like, what would be funnier than watching Uncle Joker get slightly buzzed and trying to complete horror games and be like, I can't do it, you know? Like, I can't do it. We'll see how far I can get before I get scared and turn off the console or just play something else. Stevie Neo said, haha, yeah, that would be cool. I think it would be fun. And maybe like, live streaming and getting a little bit of the old liquid courage in my veins. Maybe we could see how far I could actually do things. Like another one I played recently before I got back into Entropia like a year ago was Outcast or something like that. A Whistleblower was the DLC on that thing, I think, and that one was I beat the first part of it, but the DLC I couldn't. Oh, yeah. I know they'll be able to do a replay of it, but does it make me seem more interactive? Like I'm not talking to myself if I read what you say? I don't know yet. I mean, they can read, true. I could just respond to what you say, and that takes some of the effort out of it, you know? You're right, mate. You're totally right. I'm gonna go right through these a duel, and if any of them want to cause any problems, we'll... Oh, speak of the devil. Alright, I do apologize for the gun sound y'all are about to have to listen to. I know. I know. The Zentech is terrible. They need to fix weapon sounds. Like, I would hunt with that gun all the time because it's my little small mob Plinkin kind of thing, you know? But the sound on it is so bad. Oh, oh, the UK. I figured, man, your accent is actually pretty damn cool. I dig it. It sounds way better than, whatever the hell I got going on down here. I figured you were somewhere in Europe, but UK, that's cool, dude. And good night for sure. Thank you for hanging out, Stevie. Don't forget I gotta meet up with you and pay you some peds for that vase, too, man. Sleep well. Take care, mister. Enjoy your night, Mr. Stevie Neo. We'll move on across this mountain and continue doing our thing, y'all. I believe we're right on the server border now. Look at that funky little line. I think we've, like, hopped off the one we were on, and now we're on the southern one. Which maybe was a good thing? Hell, I don't know. But these dams a duel. And the mountain. I don't really want to mine through a bunch of creatures. And I sure as hell don't want to bust that gun out multiple times and make you out listen to it. So I suppose if it came to it, I would probably just shoot it with something stronger so you don't have to hear it. A very poor Ares head. Alright. That's a little markup on Ares, by the way. It's not great, but it's there, you know? What we got? Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's definitely worse. It's about mid-level markup, I would say. It's not high. It's not like, oh man, I'm gonna go for that one kind of, but if you hit it, you hit it, you know? Same I think with acid root. No, acid root sucks ass. Never mind. Is iolite worth anything? Okay, why am I mining out here? Makes you wonder. Damn. I thought I could go all kung fu on it for a second. I saw it land. I haven't even seen flies for like weeks out here in Texas, But now that it was gonna get a little cold, they're all like worried about themselves and trying to figure out how the hell to get in my house. And I guess it must have got in when I let the dog outside. It's like, oh, I don't want to freeze to death. It's gonna be like 30 degrees. Well, frig off, dude. Ain't my problem. Make your own house and go get yourself a shitty job working retail. Fly. Don't be freeloading up in here. Ugh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Once you know they're there, it's crazy, right? You can't ignore it. You're like, oh, that bastard. It's like an old cartoon or whatever. Y'all are gonna see me go through great lengths to kill that motherfucker. And I'm gonna probably destroy half my house in the process, Like, I don't know. Somehow I've got dynamite or something, just shit like that. And I blow up my apartment and we're still live streaming and the fly is still here. You watch. It would be something like that. But we won't go that far. If I could just get Nadia to notice it's here, she'd actually hunt it down and kill it. That's what's kind of cool. Goblin tries, but he's not that great. Nadia, she's a killer, man. For her, if it flies, it dies, it crawls, it falls. Anything smaller than my cat, she'll murder. No hesitation at all. Which has made me wonder if somehow, I woke up and I got shrunk or I was smaller or she somehow was bigger. Even if I smelled or sounded the same, my cat would still kill me and toy with me to the point that I died. I almost guarantee it. I love her to death, and I think she loves me. At the same time, I know if I was smaller, I'd be prey. I would be prey. She's such a great hunter. Never had a mouse problem or anything like that with her. I mean, I keep a clean house anyway, don't get me wrong. That helps, but no, ain't got no problems here in Texas. And I hear people complain about it too, like, oh, I've got mice or, oh, cockroaches coming in. I'll probably get like the odd, like outdoor kind of bug or whatever, try to come in and say hi, but man, there ain't no mouse or whatever gonna come and kick a living in here. Or a cockroach gonna build a colony, let me tell you. She'll eat that shit. The other day, she apparently ate a freaking gecko that was trying to come in out of the cold and get inside. I think it skirted in underneath the door and ended up behind the trash can, and my wife moved it. And then it was like, oh, look, there's a gecko there. And just let the damn cat have a kill. I'm like, oh, you could, like, save it. You don't have to just let her murder the thing. But I was at work, so whatever. Made Nadia happy, but still, poor little gecko. Little baby gecko was killed by her, and she don't care. Not in the least. I guess the moral of that little rant there, y'all, is that cats are one of the most supreme skilled hunters on our planet. Like, literally. Like, they are built to kill and be very good at it, you know? Like, everyone's like, oh, dogs or wolves are scary or bears. No, cats. If somehow the domestic house cat was bigger than it was, dude, it would be goddamn terrifying. Y'all have no idea, okay? Oh, man, the things I've seen that cat do. It would be horrifying to die like that. Well, there was a lot of no resources found there for a bit. So we flew over the mountain and we hit a poor frigulite. Well, frig off frigulite. Are you worth anything? If not, you definitely can't frig off. I haven't hit frig in a while. What are you worth? Ugh, frig off. Dang it. All these duels out here still. Yep, I think I'm gonna mess around and try to get that. Well, what the hell was it called? The capture card set up? For sure. Because I've been doing some Final Fantasy 15. I've been trying to play that when I'm getting burned out on losing peds on Entropia. You know, some days after work, you're like, all right, I just don't want to be. I don't want to be on here losing. Like, what do we got? A modest flint arrowhead or flint axe head? Great, cool. But sometimes you just need something different, you know? For sure. That's why I was like, man, I could start streaming me friggin' around and doing stuff on Final Fantasy 15, and I guess it doesn't matter because everyone's already played that game and beat it other than me, you know? I could just be wherever I'm at in my little chapter or whatnot and kick the old stream on, see if anyone wants to say hi, and watch whatever random shit I'm doing in that game. That'd be fun. Maybe who knows, down the road, like owning land in Entropia wasn't my destiny. Maybe I need to learn how to be good at being entertaining on the internet and streaming what I play, you know? I don't want to be a millionaire or whatnot or even make a job out of it. But if I could get a couple hundred people to watch something I make, man, that'd be great. That's kind of the goal. Not gonna lie. I don't want to get my channel so big that I lose track of all the people that watch. Because some of the people that I watch on YouTube that are really large, you know, their video has been up for like 8 hours and it has 1,000 comments. I don't want that for myself. I don't want to ever get to the point that maybe, oh yeah, I'll watch this and I do other crap. And let's say I got a lot of subscribers. I don't want to get to the point that I can't do shout outs and recognize y'all and be part of the community. Because to me, that's why I want to do it. I want to do it to have, people to goof off with and enjoy games and show you how I enjoy games, you know? To me, that's ideal. But yeah, could you imagine? Like, how do you respond to like 1,000 comments? Jesus H. Christ. I don't want that. Oh, this Sedul's gonna come and say hi. Hold on. Just so you all don't have to hear a gun that's really not that great. We'll do him with this one. He'll die quick with this anyway. Shoot him up. Shoot him up. Bam. And he dropped 34 peck. He was not worth killing. Whatever. Got in the way. Let's move on. But yeah, for sure. Definitely wouldn't ever want to lose track of what matters. Not there for a little bit. I had another person watching. Looks like, hey, cool. I probably need to close this window where it shows if people actually watch this or not, because seeing them come in and just sit for like 30 seconds and bail out, kind of, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, I get it. Like I don't understand what I'm doing yet. I'll learn. It will get better with time. Like who the hell else is like great at this from the start? You know? I don't fucking know. Got ourselves a poor ironstone and a small arc and pellets. Dig 'em up, dig 'em up, 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 up. Ooh, that's kind of a big swig. Ugh, we're good. Come on, dig up the arc and pellets, bud. Let's get them out of the ground. There we go. We'll move on. 11 probes. So we got about 33 ped left to spend. And I didn't look at what we've returned so far because I didn't see a reason at it. You know, sometimes I want to pick at it and open inventory and try to count it up. Not this time. Not really anything with markup found, and we haven't hit any claims out of, you know, out of the average to be like, oh wow, let's make sure that did good on the run. Like there was no amples or anything like that. So, yeah. Just bunny hop away from the Zodul. I don't want to shoot him, and I don't care. Moving on. Alright, we got 30 more peds. Let's see what we can do. Are we gonna maybe even come remotely close to breaking even? I doubt it. It'll take a global at this point. Modest Arkan pellets. Yeah, it's gonna take a hell of a lot more than that. Like, sorry, but you're not gonna do it, Modest Arkan pellets. Gonna need you and, like, the rest of your family to come and fucking say hi. Shit, I dropped an F-bomb and someone's actually watching right now. I hope that doesn't matter. You're probably an adult. It's not flagged for children. Oh well. My two favorite F words are fucking Friday. I'm sorry. I work. I love Friday. Which I don't actually get anymore. Some people at my job are like, oh, thank God it's Friday. Yeah, well, my shifts are split. I don't get 2 days in a row. I get one day, and then I'll work like, either two or three more, and then I'll get another day off. Man, 2 days in a row. Oh, it's Lore Spade! Good evening. Hell yeah. He said Fridays are always nice. Yes, they are, sir. When you feel like you have 2 days away from job is great. Like, you need enough time to get kind of bored and want to go back to work, you know? Because, like, one day off, I just don't want to go back to work yet. If I get 2 days off, I'm kind of bored about halfway through the second day, not sure what to do with myself. I'm like, all right, cool. I could go back to work tomorrow, you know? Alcar crystals. Ooh, what the hell is that? Small. Then we got ourselves a tiny solace beans. But thank you for tuning in and saying hello, Mr. Lorespade. Hope your night's going well, sir. Oh yeah, that's a rare treasure. I don't believe it's actually worth anything yet, but there's a couple of ones like this that I don't find, y'all, okay? I don't find them often. And you look and they're not sold. Like, yeah, 193 ped, but when they look like this, they're different. This little chunky, orby, whatever looking treasure, you'll notice, like, here, I'll show you. Look at it in my inventory. They all look like this, okay? Like that, but they'll be a different color. Keep those. I imagine one day those are worth something, because I don't find them often. Oh, shit, you're right, it is Sunday, huh? Man, I honestly probably have to do my weekly thing. Maybe I'll start doing it on Monday anyway, since I'm not, like, blatantly stealing your idea anymore. I could totally switch to Monday. But yeah, for sure. I get to watch your Deed and Shares payout show tomorrow morning. That's great. I love watching that with coffee on Mondays when I wake up because you've already uploaded it at night when I'm at bed. So it's like waiting for me, and it's one of those things I look forward to. It's kind of cool. Very poor Somantar and a modest Arcan pellets. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you doing that every week, man. And I know it's interesting to kind of adhere to a schedule to kind of, do stuff like that where you're like, man, I gotta make that content. I gotta be here or there and juggle my life around that. Because sometimes I even forget it was like Sunday, And that's why like the old Khorum Coast show would end up on like Monday time because I would just straight up forget. My used to be my days off was every Sunday when I first started, and I'd be like, no problem, I'm off, haha. But then I would lose track of the week because they'd mess with my days off. and I wouldn't really know what day it was. I'd be like, really, that was Sunday? Frig, better catch it on Monday, you know? So I did that. Now I got a question, like, you said a few hours, like, what time is it there where you're at? Like, I think you're probably an hour or two off me, right? I'm like 4:18. Do you stay up like till midnight to release your show? Oh, so you're an hour ahead of me. Okay. You said 5:18. That makes sense, 'cause I think I see you like online or not online, but we've done like different streams. You were on Scotty's thing and stuff in the morning and whatnot. And I'm like, man, what are you doing awake at like 4 a.m.? But I suppose your time, that's like probably almost getting to like 5 or 6. That's a little different. It's amazing what an hour will make, you know? He says, I start to try and record at 9 p.m. every Sunday. So does that help to have like a schedule? Like, does that keep you more in line? And how do you adhere to that? Is it just routine at the moment for you after so long? Or have you at one point had to like set a whole shitload of reminders? Got herself a poor cumbrous and a small Vitacore. Because it's kind of hard, sir. I'm gonna step away real quick and get me a little bit more liquid courage there while we're talking. But it is kind of hard sometimes to remember to jump on and play your video game and make it part of other people's life or what the schedule is. Because half the time you just want to get on and play it yourself, and then you're like, oh man, I totally didn't realize that. You know, you just want to do your own thing. So I'm wondering if you actually had a real schedule, you know, to make it more professional. Because that's probably my part at the end of the day is half the time I don't know what I'm doing yet, you know? It's not like a real dedicated thing. There's no schedule, there's no, hey, he's gonna do this kind of stuff. Oh, so you said one day out of the week, but you do all your other like Fallout kind of stuff. You don't schedule that around it, or is it all just kind of like maybe one day you do Entropia, maybe another day you do different stuff? Oh, we had some Cumbrous. And I'm sorry, I'm just kind of curious. Like Stevie Neo was in here earlier, and I was talking about ways to grow my channel and different things to do, and I just looking to see what other people do, you know? Like, how do you like you balance your days and other games? Like, oh shit, the Madonna's gonna go for me. Do you set a specific day for whatever game, or do you just kind of play on a whim? Like, that's kind of what I mean by schedule too, you know? Like, game time enjoyment versus like game time content 100%. Can I get away from those Madonna? Recently, I've been not pumping out much content, but the weekly teach show is something I will do 100%. Good. I'm glad, man, because it's nice. And you do a good job at it. It seems like the production quality is good, you know? It's eye-catching, and I think people want to see where their money is. And I think that was a good idea. It's kind of like checking your own stock investment every week, but having the guy kind of tell you about it, you know, on like a news channel, but he brings his life into it. Be like, hey, y'all are invested in Entropia. This is what's going on. This is the revenue, and this is what I've been doing. It's a good idea. Oh, I'll pick it up. I don't want you to look at the inventory. Whatever. 4 more drops. Let's see if we can actually do something with these last 4, y'all. Oh, not with that we won't. By the way, Mr. Lorespade, do like all the stuff on your channel, do you just kind of make from your PC, or do you ever mess with like a capture card on your end for console kind of stuff? Oh, I think I lost him. I think he's gone. That's okay. Thank you for watching for a little while. I saw it dip, so. No, not going back to console? Huh. I almost kind of want to do console stuff because I'm afraid to put too much decay on my PC that's not Entropia related. You know what I mean? And I guess that's like the only way to describe that to someone that plays Entropia. Like, I don't want I don't want PC decay that doesn't go towards this because when you turn it on, things are gonna wear out and all that. I was thinking about using the Xbox for actual side gaming, but it has its ups and downs for sure, you know? On the console, games are more expensive and everything, but on the PC, you feel like you're chasing the dragon, like you're always trying to upgrade to keep playing the latest game. It's a different side of the coin. I think if I had like a real supercomputer, it probably wouldn't matter. Like I think this one's got a 1080 in it, don't get me wrong, but even that's almost getting to the point of not being fan bloody tastic anymore. Last couple of years, you know? Garson Grease Tiny. I thought console would kind of almost give me like an easy way to milk like cheap views. Not to sound crummy, but like, man, if I was streaming the new Pokemon game right now, I would have such a broader audience, you know? And I could take advantage of stuff like that. And then maybe those people would be like, "Oh, I'll join Khorum Coast." And then they'd see me playing Entropia down the line and be like, "What the hell is that?" Maybe they'll play this instead of me advertising to like the same 100 people that probably already play this, you know? Oh, just saving up for a new PC. Hell yeah. I feel you there, mate. It doesn't help that the market got blown out of proportion on like, resellers and everything for freaking video cards. Christ. It didn't really help with like the chip or whatever shortage or what God, I don't know what people called it, but it didn't help. Everyone's trying to make a buck at the expense of someone else that just wants to play their game, you know? Cheap them out of something, make them spend 2 or 3 times as much for a video card just 'cause I managed to get in there and buy them all with my scripted bots in a scenario. Just let the gamers play at a marginable cost. And then they can spend that money towards games. Think of like the actual video games you could buy as a PC player right now. If you didn't have to spend so much on a video card, you'd have all this budget to support the people that entertain you versus giving it to scumbag resellers. For sure. And don't even get me started on scumbag resellers, y'all, because I work retail and they come in all the time trying to get PlayStation 5s. Sometimes we have them, sometimes we don't. But like, don't yell or shout at us because I don't have something because you demand it. Oh man, I've got so many scenarios of that that it's hollowed me out. Alright, where is a trade terminal? So we can check how our run did. But for sure, I don't like people that want to just make a quick buck off others. A little bit of markup on something for your time is understandable, but people be all like flipping consoles for like 2 or 3 times their cost back in the day, when like the PS5 first arrived. That's just being an asshole, you know? There's no need for that. Alright, what do we got? Well, treasure almost paid for itself. It's gonna come down to you though, or an end matter. What do we got? 120 peds total. Hey! Alright, we've had worse. I'll take I guess an 11 ped or so loss, roughly. I'm sure Decade is gonna be a little bit more than that, but we've had worse runs, y'all. For sure. But maybe I'll kind of stop my live stream here. It's probably been an hour anyway. Hell, I don't know. And I got to be more productive tonight. I can do some chores and maybe give the wife a reason why she's with me. But appreciate y'all watching and subscribing. It really does mean a lot. Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna try to do different shit. But anyway, check out what Diabolical Dominion has going on YouTube. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Like Mr. Laura Spade there has his channel. Scotty C93 does a lot of stuff. Like he's even got other games branching out too. Like it's cool. We got Disciples of Alian with his channel. For a while we had Rhinovich doing his thing, but I haven't seen Rhino in a while. I gotta reach out on him and make sure he's okay. But yeah, like and subscribe to all of us trying to do what we can for Entropia. It really matters. And also Stevie Neo, watch his channel. He's got some cool stuff. Y'all take care and have a good night.